Hello everyone! We are going to introduce how COVID-19 affects global worldwide into 4 parts, and we will share responses of governments and future actions on COVID-19. I'm Kim.
And I'm Shin. Hey Kim, what are those numbers?
Guess it.
Are those your phone number?
No, definitely not. It's the number of COVID-19 confirmed patients and the number of deaf people who confirmed.
Oh, that's a huge number. I'm feeling uneasy. Let me know the recent worldwide condition of COVID-19 more.
Alright, let's begin. This chart is showing that how many people get infected COVID-19 and how many people die through COVID-19.
Really? That's a lot.
Well, some of countries' rates of confirmed cases are getting lower as the time passes, but most of countries couldn't prevent the spread of COVID-19. I'm going to talk about what are the problems of COVID-19 affects our life. First, let's talk about religious problems. Most European countries have imposed unprecedented confinement measures, rejecting religious gathering to stop the virus spreading. Although risk of viral transmission is the same in all European states, restrictions are considerably different among these countries, varying from very high level, reducing private prayers in public places as well as public religious celebrations, to low level, hardly limiting the religious activities. Racism and physical attacks on Asians, especially Chinese, have spread with the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, let's take a look at each cases. Anti-Asian incidents have continued in the US since the outbreak of the COVID-19. In one incident, a Chinese American was on the phone speaking in Mandarin, and a woman walked by and yelled, "Get this coronavirus chink away from me," directed at her. Also, in New York, a stranger shouted at an Asian man on the subway, "You are infected China boy, you need to get off the train," and then attempted to pull the man out of his seat. Near Melbourne, a Chinese-Australian family was targeted with racist vandalism 3 times in the space of a week. The family found the words, "COVID-19 China die" and "Live or die" painted on the door. Also, a woman attacked 2 female Chinese students at Melbourne University, yelling racist statements such as, "Go back to China!" The woman repeatedly punched one of the students' head and after pushing her to the ground, kicked her body several times.
The coronavirus has raised unemployment and many workers have been out of work. In addition, a lot of workers were forced to take long vacations at home. Major countries have publicized to pull out of the economy. The worst economic era came to us again since the Great Depression. Since the advent of coronavirus in February, stock prices have plummeted and many companies have closed. Our economy is at a critical stage. There has been a ban on cross-border movement, making planes rare in the sky and ships rare in the sea. Due to the total suspension of trade activities, logistics, shipping companies, and airlines have been struggling to sustain their losses or file for bankruptcy for a long time. In order to prevent economic losses caused by coronavirus and to revitalize the business district, the government provided subsidies to the people. Due to the risk of group infection, online classes are conducted to take into account the safety of students. Like online class, government encouraged many companies to start home working system, so people are asked to work at home and have a video conference to avoid group infection. If the COVID positive patients come out, the government track and disinfect all the places they pass through. This quick reaction not only prevent virus spread to other people but also help relieve people. As the generation of untech begins, it allows people to stay in their houses, so free access to video media such as YouTube, Netflix, and WhatsApp should be available. In addition to the end of the coronavirus, the leaders of each country should come together to help countries in need around the world, not to pursue profits but to help each other. Please take masks, wash your hands as often as you can, and avoid crowded places. If we follow these rules, the world is one step closer to the end of the COVID-19.